8 dogs are rescued from horrific conditions. Humane agents say it's their 3rd time taking dogs from the Brown County home. Local 12's Marella Porter explains what they believe needs to change to keep it from happening again.
Inside a Ripley home, this is what Brown County humane agents discovered. Dogs in small crates covered in urine and feces, some crammed in cages with several others. The conditions were not only filthy. Chief Dog Warden Melissa Downs says there was no electricity or running water, and the dogs didn't have food or water.
It appears from looking at the crates that the dogs had been living in those crates for a while.
This was their 3rd time taking animals from the home.
The other 2 incidents were abandonment cases.
Seizing 8 dogs this time and 11 the last. The dogs are now safe at the shelter and in foster homes. But cases like this strain resources for the small rural shelter, which is left to pick up the pieces of what agents say is a broken system.
She was court ordered not to own animals. Once she was off probation, there's no longer a way to enforce that. So she started collecting animals again.
The dog warden tells me they received tremendous help from Brown County's prosecutor as well as the judges who work to hold people accountable. But it's the laws in Ohio that make it a frustrating situation.
We are blessed in Brown County that we have wonderful prosecutors and judges that do take the animal crime seriously.
However, Down says there's a disconnect between what's written on paper and what the shelters really need to prevent repeated cases like this.
They're making laws, they're passing laws, they're writing laws, but it feels like they're not getting the input from the people that are out here every day with our boots on the ground that's trying to enforce these laws.
In Georgetown, Marella Porter, Local 12 News.
Now, the warden says the staff has done what they can to try to reach legislators. Local 12 is waiting to hear back from Western Brown County's representative. Meanwhile, the dog's owner, Delta Beeler, is facing several charges for neglecting those animals.